What's going on, guys? Burt Crown here. We just recently had a patch today, so I'm going to touch on a couple of things that was in the patch. And, it wouldn't be an EA patch without something being broken. Which, the only one thing I found broken right now, you can definitely live with. I think it's not going to bug you at all. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over the patch, and I'm going to take this time to also show you and update you on my team, my pretty big build of a team. I'm happy with where they are right now. I feel like I could make some changes, but without going too much into that right now, let's just discuss some of the patches, and then we'll go into my team after that. So one of the things they fixed with the patch finally is strategies. Thank God for that. It was something we've been waiting for a long time. So now when you select a strategy, set up your strategies, you know exactly what you're getting. And then another thing is on ice projects is what they were calling it. So they did in-game on ice stuff. I hear some of it is intro stuff. It'd be depressing if right now in the state of the game that's what they're working on is intro stuff. A lot of people are still getting black screens. They need to be working on that. Like, that's a big problem in the game. Another one that they added was reverse retro jerseys. And sometimes I gotta remind myself that NHL just isn't here for HUT, because reverse retros aren't in HUT. They're not. And when I heard reverse retros were in this patch, I got excited, and I went straight to HUT to pick up some of these reverse retros because I wanted to wear some of them. But I got to pull back and remind myself that NHL 23 has different game modes. We don't play any of them, but there is different game modes out there than HUT. And I'll go over and I'll show you some of the reverse retro jerseys. And yes, they are in the game, but they're in a very small part of the game that I feel like won't get used. I feel like it was put in the patch and put in this small section of the game just to get them in there so they could spread it out from there. So will they get to HUT eventually? I imagine so. When? Who knows? But they're not in HUT now. And the one thing that is broken, I'll show you right now. So when it comes to what is broken, the only thing I have found so far, not a huge deal, trade pile. It just reset your counter. Broke your counter. However you want to word it. Whether it broke it or reset it. Either way, your trade counter is at 0. That's something I can live with, right? If that's the one thing they broke, I can live with it. I'm sure we'll find other things over the course of the day. We just get to wait and see what those surprises are. I'm going to back out now and show you where you can go to see the reverse retros, or where you can go to play with them, right? And that is offline play now. I went to online versus. Maybe it'll be fixed soon, or maybe they'll release it soon in online versus, but I went to online versus and nothing. So a good one is the Kraken. So we'll go look at that one. I don't mind the Kraken's reverse retro at all. Very, very, very nice for a first reverse retro from a brand new team. And we can also look at Tampa Bay's. I'm sorry if you're a Tampa Bay fan, but this reverse retro is just bad. It's just, I get it. You got the lightning going up the arm. You got the water and the rain like there's a storm going on, but that's a bad jersey. That's a terrible jersey. Then we got Detroit. Another I'm just showing you some of the reverse retros if you haven't already seen them. Detroit's a very good one. I'm not a huge Boston guy. Actually, out of all the teams, it's the one I hate the most. But I really wish that white background had been either a cream or a softer yellow. I like the bear. Putting that bear in there is nice. The Boston did a good job on their reverse retro. I really do like it. But my favorite reverse retro, by far, is the Anaheim Ducks. This reverse retro, right here, is sick. Like, what a uniform, man. Oh my god, this reverse retro is beautiful. But anyway, guys, all 32 teams reverse retros are there. Let's go back to HUT, and we'll look at my team, and we'll go over who's been playing well in the game, and who might we have to take out. Too, guys, if you like the video, give it a little thumbs up. Maybe if you really like it, subscribe and hit that notification bell for more videos in the future. I will be doing a 30 collectible opening for a fantasy card. I can't wait for that to go sideways, So such a big investment for that card. But anyway, so we got Matthews, McDavid, McKinnon. I'm still working on getting that McKinnon X Factor. I get to roll for another X Factor here in 2 days. On Thursday, I get to grab one up. so I can't wait for that. Hopefully get McKinnon or Fox, Crosby, somebody that I actually want to use. If not, then I'll roll it in with 2 others because I've got Shesterkin that I'll probably just throw him in. But that's a great first line. They've been playing very well for me. What we'll do is move the camera up to the top so you can see. So McKinnon has played 135 games for me, and he's got 79 points. The plus 56, so he's on the ice for a lot of it, but he's just not the guy doing all the work. McDavid, 409 games played. We pulled this X Factor day 1, and he has not left our team. He won't leave our team. He'll be in this spot for the rest of the year, just coasting along, riding the coattails of Connor McDavid's X Factor. It's a great feeling. 409 games, 192 goals with 144 assists, 180 for a plus. The guy's a stallion. I wish this just showed online stats because that'd be so much better. But, you know, it is what it is. Austin Matthews, we bought his X Factor probably about a week into the game because I didn't want to wait for it anymore, and I know I'm going to use him, so I just paid for it. Said whatever. Gave him the A. 223 games played, 140-ish points. We're not going to go over everybody individually. I'm just going to cover the top performers in my mind because I could go over some new ads, but there's not going to be much there. Like Teravainen, we just got him. Fantastic card. 82 games played, like 45 points. Nothing big out of Teravainen. The card is sick in front of the net. I think 19 of his goals, probably 10 of them are tips. The card's just ridiculous. Spotlight McCann, 321 games with us, playing phenomenal. Pasternak, when this game first came out, Pasternak took a lot of hate for his agility, and they're like, people are like, you can't use him, blah blah blah. But he's a good card. Like 180 games played, 45 goals, 45 assists. He's consistent, right? You can count on him. He's a very good card. Very good card. For the price of free, can't hate it. Marcel Dion was the power-up icon I did with all the 75 gold players. I got lucky by getting Marcel very early. 339 games, 72 goals, 79 assists. Very, very good card. Poulin, 248 games played. She's been on my team for a long time. And you know what? As long as she keeps getting good upgrades, great face-offs, she'll stay on my team. I like the card a lot. She got good shooting accuracy, good shooting power. She can skate very well. So she'll stay there if she keeps getting upgrades. Sidney Crosby, one of the more recent additions to my team. 60 games played, 10 goals, 13 assists. You got to taper your expectations with this one, right? Because Sid has only ever played on the 3rd line on my team. And he's a new card. So I'm not really expecting much out of a 3rd line, right? And then you got Draisaitl. He's been there for a long time. 230 games, 60 points. And then I got Joe. You know, we rolled Joe out of doing the 60 icons. We didn't really get good pulls in that one. We picked up Joe for his 91 faceoff. He's big. He's a good guy to put in your own end on your defensive draws because he'll win them, and he's a big body to park it in front of the net. I think Joe's a good choice at 89 overall defensive awareness for in your zone defending. I like Joe. And then Mitchell Marner, the very first card we got in the game. We got this X Factor out of our starter pack. 391 games. The only games he's missed are games that we have to pull players out of our lineup. We did the fantasy and the primetime one, so we had a roster full of everybody. The only one that stayed in the roster was Connor McDavid. Everyone else came out. That's our offense. Our defense, Cale Makar, who just got an upgrade. Beautiful card. 423 games played, 208 assists. The guy's just always on the ice getting stuff for us. Free spotlight, Bowen Byram. We got the rewards, and then we used the objectives to get tokens to power him up. He's fast, he's big, played 415 games for us, and he's done very well. Adam Fox is a card we added halfway through our run so far this year, 328 games. And this is all just to keep up with the team, guys. Like if this is something you'd want to keep up to, I could do it again at the end of November or start of December, just to see how the teams progress throughout the year. And it's something for me to look back on, like where has my team gone, right? Samuel Girard, he's just speed and consistency. That's why he's there, and there's nothing out there I want to replace him with yet. That's the offense and the defense. Here's the goaltending. Jakob Markstrom, 414 games played, 261 wins. 2.11 goals against. Markstrom was the X Factor choice pack. I made a video on, and I told everyone, take him. He'll be your goalie for the year. You never have to worry about him again. And I stand by that. Markstrom has been a phenomenal goalie for me in Hut Champs and Rivals and Squad Battles and whatever else I've been playing. Markstrom makes big saves. He's a fantastic card. And when it comes down to goaltending, it's all about the defense in front of him. When they gave me a chance at the X Factor Markstrom, I know there was a lot of choices there, but I just took him knowing that he would be the most impactful player on my team from that set. Because there was no 78 or 79 overall players in that X Factor choice set, so that's why I took him. This was just a video, guys, updating my team and showing you guys what I've got. If you want to catch me playing with this team, I'm over on Twitch, BurtCrown88. I stream every day at 7:30 a.m. And if you're not subbed, guys, we're right there to 300. It's been amazing. You guys have been awesome. But we're right there at 300, guys. If you're not subbed, just hit that sub button and let's get there. That 300 is right there. That'd be a great milestone to hit. But yeah, you guys have a good day, and I hope you enjoyed the team. Leave a comment down below who your best player is. Ciao, ciao, guys.